Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. So we are now going to We gotta go learn the shout of Odving. So I'm gonna go back to the Greybeards because I don't want to talk to the Blades. I don't think I need to talk to them anymore at all, honestly. Probably gonna get attacked coming in or out the door. That's just what happens in my playthrough. Oh no, they're still dead, so maybe it's close enough to their last demise that they're not gonna regenerate right now. That's cool. I thought since I turned the game off and saved, I thought that maybe they were gonna regenerate, but no. They are still dead. I guess they got a regeneration time, which is cool. If I need to fight them, I fight them. If I don't need to fight them, I don't. So here we go. I still love this hat. I wish there was not the mask and what's called with it. So there is actually another one. If I'm not mistaken, I got both of them. Let me take a look real quick. I forget what the other one looks like. Oh, this is the alternate. It's basically the witch hat, which you guys have seen that before on me on the other thing. It's basically a similar hat, but it's just the witch style. So you got the flat rimmed and the witch style. And the noose I didn't enchant, but there is a noose you can wear as well. Let's run around with the noose. Actually, I always had a concept for a ragged warrior, somebody who runs around in just rags. And to tell you honestly, the gloves and boots kind of match that motif, honestly. Okay, where's my driver at? He's over here. He decided he's going to sit and read a book. I love the AI changes. Actually, you know what? He can't get me there. I need to go out to my house to get back to Odin, to get to what's got. I need to go up here to my house and catch a carriage there. House carriage is free too. You're definitely rocking and rolling it. Somebody was gotten a little bit of a debate, which I thought was funny. Well, that made me laugh. You know, people always do the Skyrim is for the Nords. And I'm playing a wood elf right now, right? But I think the difference I pointed out to some people in the game is one thing is the game has 10 races in it. And yeah, you can play a Nord if you want to, but you got 10 races in the game. So, you know, if you're only playing one race over and over again, you only get like 10% out of the game, or you're not at 100%, in my opinion. Because if you haven't experienced, you know, like being an Argonian and going underwater and just never coming up for air, or yeah, you can enchant stuff, but it's a little bit different, you know, when you're actually a little fish like lizard guy swimming around, or if you're a Dunmer, because they get the resistance to fire. As a vampire, they get the resistance as well. So it's I call those daywalkers. You know, if you're a Dunmer, you get to be a daywalker vampire. It's not as hot as it normally would be. And the Bretons, I mean, you get the advantage of one, that they're technically a mer race without being a mer race. Yeah, I gotta freaking roast all these things like freaking rats. Yeah, you gotta start roasting things in this game, because if they bump me and I'm down, I'm in trouble. I get torn apart. But the Bretons, I mean, they're starting with their anti-magic. They can either be an anti-magic warrior or You could be a really good conjuration, start your conjuration off really early in game. Like literally in Helgen, start casting your Find Familiar over and over again, and you can have almost 100 conjuration leaving the what's it called, and the Altmer. I like to call it the Burning Mage because the fact that they regenerate, health regeneration or magic regeneration so fast, and if you enchant like everything you have to regenerate magic, I mean you can just be burning through spells and not losing anything for magic power. It's like just keep it going. You're just burning so quick. And then the Nords, they're great for survival mode. All characters can survive in survival mode. I've even got a survival mode Argonian who is he's wearing the foam armor, which he's the worst. The Argonians take the most damages, negatives for being in survival mode. You were fighting. Why was Nadi fighting the horse? Oh my gosh, come on, let's go back. Sorry. I do not want to lose Nadia. She's up here at the guard farm. Hold on, I'll be right back. I'll bring you guys in on it. I'm still back. I just got back to my house, and then she is fighting with a saber cat, which I don't know why. Maybe they were fighting before, but to keep her alive. There you go. I killed the saber cat. There's something else out here. I'm just being very careful with Naughty right now because she seems to want to die from stuff every time I walk up. There's something out here. I don't know what it is. Looks like something up on the hill. Let's do this. I don't know what it is. I need to figure out what it is. Let's go and figure out what it is. Because I can't take off until I get this resolved. Go on, run after it. Go on, go after it. There you go. Well, even the guards are coming after him. What the heck is it? An escaped bad guy or something? Why are they shooting this horse? Stormcloaks by my house, and why are they shooting a horse? I have no idea. There's something else up here very faintly. Located whatever it is. They almost freaking got me. Okay, looks like I've eliminated everything close by. So let's get back to trying to get up to Hrothgar, so I can go up and talk to Parthenax. That's a key thing with the. I'm pretty sure I don't have to go back to the Blades for anything, but if you resolve the Civil War before you ever do this, the main quest line, you never have to talk to the Blades again. I can't think of one reason I have to. Unless I go to see them, there's no reason for me to talk to them.
Where do you want to go? Turn and back, and we'll be off. Never met one of them cats.
But anyway, like I was saying about the different races, there's all kinds of advantages to each one. Some are better and some are worse. All in all, I don't think they're that important to the game. It's just like I was saying for like survival mode. Yeah, the Argonians have negatives, but quite honestly, don't adventure in the places where it's really cold, or when you do, make sure you sleep. It's just like my guy does. I mean, if it's like it's cold right now, technically I'm warm. But if I needed to sleep, go in the inn and get some sleep, or make a camp. It's not that hard to play any of the races in survival mode as long as you follow those rules, making sure that you get sleep when you need to. But every class has its advantages. Yeah, the Nords are better for survival mode, but like their battle cry, all you do is you make enemies like run away or whatever. And that's fine, it's I'd rather them stand by so I can fight them. But also Imperials, if you want to make a lot of money, you got a better chance to pick up gold. So it just depends on what your build is, honestly, in my opinion. So when I play the game, I'm usually going to 100% the game. At some point I'm really trying to 100%. Now I play builds a lot just because as you play the game longer, whether you beat the game or not is not as important as if you try out different things. Because basically, because I've already beaten the game. Oh, I'm on these stairs, that's where I need to be. But I've already beaten the game several times over. But I think builds are just more fun. Just coming up with interesting builds and trying to make the system work for you. I think that's more fun than the different builds and how you can kind of like twist and make the builds work is just really just to me fun. There's different, and I've got a rolling system. That's what somebody called me. I put somebody's like, oh yeah, different race, and I put it in there. I said, oh, I got a rolling system, the dice system, because I used to play Dungeons and Dragons, and I'll roll the dice for like 1d10 to determine what race I'm going to be. I'll roll to determine which, if I'm going to support the Stormcloaks or the Imperials. I'll roll, or the Forsworn. I'll roll just all these different rolls, what I collect. If I collect something, maybe I don't collect anything. Maybe I'm religious or I'm not religious. All those rolls play a factor into building the character. So your character build, every time you play, is severely diverse. I even have a Khajiit that freaking was a lawful Khajiit that didn't want to commit any crime, so it was like hilarious, But my starting quest was the Thieves Guild. So it was kind of funny that coming up with that. You got to be a lawful non-crime character that plays through the Thieves Guild without committing crimes. So you gotta really kind of makes me have to think about how I'm playing the game. So not every build is gonna conform to what I want to do. So I gotta adjust based on that. Oh, this guy got me. You gotta be kidding me. And what's called hadn't caught up. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. And freaking my dumbass fucking follower hasn't caught up. He's an idiot. He's called the Golden Knight. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. It didn't even go back to me getting to what you call it. You gotta be kidding me. That freaking sucks. Let me see if he catches up. He's called the Golden Knight. He's a follower from this mod. We'll see if things are the same when I get to my house. I'm not gonna make you guys watch me fight that out again. I knew I was gonna have a lot of death though through this playing this mod. It's just once somebody hits you and knocks you down, you're just done. There's no recovery time at that point. And getting hit by that troll, out of the blue, kind of locked me up. That's what I get for talking too much and not paying attention to what I'm doing. It's like I'm already there. I got hit. And especially when you're playing on Legendary, you always got to watch yourself because, it can always be more hazardous than you would like. Even in a normal game, even without what's called, I've got to be very careful when I play Legendary. And I usually am, but anyway, I got freaking what's going on my tail. So I've got to get through here, get to my house. He's still following me. I'm probably gonna have to fight him. And we'll see if the same things are going there, same shenanigans. I would have saved though. I don't know why it didn't save when I went to what's called. Didn't save. There's that rogue horse that's attacking people. I don't know why she's fighting the horse. Let's get off and figure out why this horse is being attacked and why it's fighting us. Whose horse is that? She's gonna get in the way. I'm gonna end up killing her. There we go. We killed it. And we killed the saber cat. Do we have anybody else? Okay, I don't have anybody this time. So let's try and get here to what's called.
Where do you want to go? Grab and back and we'll be off.
Usually it should save like when I arrive, but it didn't for some reason. I think that might be a glitchiness of the horror mod. Maybe it cuts down the number of times it saves the game, so you have to go back more often. Okay, anyway, here we go. And he fell down again. He sucks. You know what? You're a really bad follower of the Golden Knight. That's what he's called, the Golden Knight. I'll just go ahead and save, and that way I know for sure I'm here, at least. And now I'll cut down my diatribe, my talking, my standing on my soapbox on how I roll dice for my characters. That does play negative in a way, because like this guy, I started him off as a... in fact, I'm going to remove that rule for the ones for the that I do the complete playthroughs on. This Legendary edition, because this is my second Legendary character. He's got almost everything done. We're on the final quest line. Get back to my freaking spells, though. Need my spells, dog. Hellborn bolts, fire breath, and we'll go with the pride of Karstaag. I'll go with my bears. My bears. I really should pause and not run up here in the middle of the night. That's what I should do. But I'm going to go ahead and run up here and brave the cold. As long as you got hot food, you should be fine. key thing is hot food and a camping set of camping supplies. Oh, excuse me. I tapped my table just then. And for those of you who wonder if I'm ever going to improve my style of my gameplay, I probably will. Next year, I should be finished painting off my house. And once that happens, I'm going to invest in a computer that can handle this. And also, I'll start doing Starfield videos next year. Because I got Starfield on a discount, but I've never played Starfield. Anybody else want some? You want to dance? At least I got all four of them punks together this time. Anybody else want to dance? There you go. That's good. That's a good troll. Lay down to the fire. Lay down. Lay your butt still. Try to surprise me. Well, where'd that follower go? He is nowhere to be found. What is that dude doing? Okay, I'm going to say that these followers for the, they're not all that reliable. Mr. Golden Knight, he sucks. He hasn't caught up once. Even when I paused to save, he hasn't caught up. So that's weird. So we're going to go ahead and make it up the hill. Let's see if we can troll sneaking him on. I think I got even that last salvo against the trolls. I don't see a sneaky one. Oh, there we go. Dusted my bear at the same time I dusted one of my bears off. Oh, he's trying to get at something. There's another one. Well, that's probably the one that got me, that troll guardian. He's hanging out there chilling, trying to take advantage of me. Go ahead and sniff him out, bear. Yeah, I've tried to play this guy like a witch hunting druid. He'll be more of a witch hunter once I finish the full playthrough. I really didn't emphasize it. I should have emphasized it, you know, so I'm getting actually the witch hunter credit. Because there's a witch hunter guild with my Dealing with Danger mod. So I've got multiple mods going at once. Where did snake go? Oh, there it is. The ice naga. Tell you what, I'm freaking freezing up here. Let's go and eat some warm food on my way. I'm freaking actually freezing up here. Oh, I knew I was going to freeze anyway. I knew it was cold. Yeah, anytime you're heading to High Rothgar, it's going to be cold. Increase my warmth. But anyway, like, getting back to my monologue or my soapbox. Yeah, if you ever get a chance, play all races through Skyrim. Just adds to the variety of the game, and you see everything. This is my opinion. I've done that with every game though that I get. If I get a game that I can get multiple characters off of, I'll make one of every character. There's a game came out years ago. It's called Sacred 2, Fallen Angel Sacred 2. You get an option. You can make up to, I think with each game there's 6 character options, and you can make a total of, I think it's 10 characters. So I would make actually extra profiles in PlayStation to be able to play all the characters multiple times. And there's different ways. There was different ways to play them. Like even if you played a warrior, it was the same quest line, but then again it wasn't. There was like 2 parts of the quest line. There was a role-playing quest line, like individual stuff that you found out about the character, and there was a regular quest line like that everybody played. So when you played the game, like if you were a warrior, a shadow warrior is what it was called, you would have different options than when you were, say for instance, a seraphim. So whichever character you chose, you kind of had different options that you would see through the game. So you didn't know everything by just playing one character. You would never know the complete game. Well, that guy almost stuck up on me. Blast you, punk. Disintegration. Yeah, but I literally had multiple profiles just because I wanted to play play the characters every way you could. Like you could always have different weapons, and there were different skill sets that you could pick, and some were even just generic. One was like for riding horses. You get a better advantage of riding horses during the gameplay. But it was just kind of fun to play that game and go through it the different ways. And then you even got different mounts. Like you would get these, there was those hidden quests that you had to find, and it was like you would go up and you'd find these different mounts. And there was like this one, he was like a temple guardian, and he was actually a robot. But you would get like this wheel that you will ride as your like what's called. That was a fun game. And to play through it was just like really just incredibly fun. And even the seraphim were like these angels. It's pretty funny. They dance. Like if you stop the game, they would stand there and start dancing around. It's pretty hilarious. They even had armored thongs. It was pretty. It was insane the amount of things that they put in this game. There's even a hidden concert. There was a name of a band that I guess sponsored the game or knew the people in the game, or the guys who made the game enjoyed the band. But the band was a German band called Blind Guardian, and there was actually a quest in the middle of the game where you could get help them find their instruments, and if you did it, then they would have a concert that would play in the game. It was like a cutscene concert that would play, and so it was a way you could play the game, and then just like you had this cutscene, but the weapons you would get from them, they gave you your instruments at the end, and the drummer's drumsticks were like a wand. And then the guitars were like battle axes. One was like an axe and it like caught on fire, and the other one was like a different type. But there were like 2 different, 4 different weapons you could get. And the singer's microphone stand was a staff. So it was a really fun game, and there were a lot of twists and turns to it. But it was a good time. Not like Skyrim. I mean, it didn't have the graphics of Skyrim, but it still, for its time and day, it was actually a really great game. Okay, so I'm gonna have to sleep first, because I'm gonna have to go up to Hrothgar and talk to Alduin. I'm gonna have to talk to Parthenax. Now I know how to get up to the top. The graybeards are cool with me sleeping in their beds. Actually, I'm going to do, I'll do 5. That should be enough for me to get warm and refreshed. There we go. We're ready to rock. They're in here singing. Oh. Okay, now I need to get my winds, clear sky shout ready. I definitely need it. I should be able to go. Just the energy bolt has really got me through everything. Maybe I should. And look at this guy. Now he wants to come along. Slow paced freaking follower. Oh my gosh. If he can't keep up, I'm going to lose that dude. Where'd he go? See, he didn't even follow me over here. He came out the door and he stands there. He sucks. Okay, I'm taking you back. There's another one that I had. That she looks evil though, but she was actually shouting and everything. She was shouting, fighting, following right along with you. This guy, he's a freaking clown. I'll have to check out the different followers. There's a couple of them. They're in the things. I think it's all from the same. They're all from the same mod, the Horror over Skyrim. I think I'm going to leave it in place. It's difficult to play though, I'll be honest with you. I've seen a couple times where I couldn't even progress the game because it was like, in fact it glitched the crap out on me. I was doing my collector series and the other day I tried to do it with my orc that I first did the cursed ring of her scene. And it completely glitched on me. Get your ice pile. Yeah, it completely glitched. It was bad glitched. In fact, I had to stop it and redo it just to make the video. I had to redo it. So I had to redo the video, and I did it with I have a female character, which didn't bother me doing it, but I literally made the video like twice. I made it once and it glitched, and I tried to fix the glitch and it still was broke, so I turned into a werewolf, like the build that I was talking about for the cursed ring of her scene. I think I'm going to put that on my other character, so he's doing it, so he has to deal with that, turning into a werewolf. I know I'm talking about all kinds of things other than what I'm doing. Bam! I love that energy bolt. I really do. It's my favorite. It's my favorite destruction spell. But it does the most damage. I don't know. I should try some of my other ones. I probably could do the same thing with Fireball. But I just like the what's called. Maybe I'll alternate. I should. I'm good at all three, so it really doesn't matter if I use shock or. I don't know. I've always had trouble with lightning bolt. That doesn't seem like it's ever done the damage I thought it should do. Yeah, I'll try it. Stop being so one-sided here. Actually, I don't even have Fireball. Ice Storm, I've used that before. Looks like I'm gonna have to go get some destruction spells. I think it's showing me that little one where it's inside. I think that's trying to get me to go to Esbern still. Because you have the option to go to Esbern or to talk to Parthenax. I'm going to leave Parthenax alive, so only a really bad character will kill off Parthenax, and I've already done that for the trophy, so I've got a blade character that I haven't played in a while since I did that for the trophy. I didn't have anything to do with the trophy, it was just to finish the blades. Yeah, there we go. Snow Call Dragon, Hunter Call Dragon, and Wing Call Dragon. And now we get to spin my shout spells points. Go on my shouts and Call Dragon. Okay, it's right there. Do I need to spend? Oh, I don't have to spend anything on it. Oh, I just got it. Okay, cool. Call Dragon, I will call him. Give him his phone number. Okay, Parthenax, you have fun up here. I'll come back. I keep him alive because if you want to change up your shout, you can by just having him up here. If you don't want to change your shout, I don't know. I don't think there's no good reason to kill him off. Because even becoming a blade, there's a limited quest line and limited stuff you can do as a blade. My guy that's a blade, he's pretty much exhausted every blade thing, other than just to run around as a blade fighting dragons, which is all he does. He hasn't even done any of the other quest lines. All he does is just fight the dragons. So it's up to you how you kind of want to play the game. Some people do it because they think it's funny to kill Parthenax. Some people think it's a mortal sin to kill Parthenax. I think it's a game. And if my build requires me to kill Parthenax, I will. But I have very few builds that are, based on killing Parthenax because it really doesn't do you any good. Because if you want to enhance any of your shouts, it's just a waste of time to kill him off. Because then you don't have that option anymore. So I think there's a lot of abilities people don't realize exist in game. That you just sometimes you don't exercise or go and check out. But if you check out everything, you will find that you get a lot more advantage keeping them alive. Especially if I'm like a I have a build, basically like a graybeard. It's like a graybeard build where all you do is shout. It's like a thumb mage. All you do is run around practicing your thumb. Everything you resolve with the thumb. But you do need to collect all the thumbs to do that. That's the one thing I did get wrong. I don't think I did that my first time I did this. I don't think I collected all of the shouts. I think that should be a requirement to complete the game, is that you collected all the possible shouts. There's a dude up here. He finally caught up. Dude, you suck. I'm gonna tell you though, mate, you suck. He's up here hanging. I'll let him strap hang for a while. It's not like I'm going to use him for anything. He'll fight probably when I go up to fight the dragon at the at Whiterun. But other than that, he's horrible as a. The other one wasn't bad. I used the other one with my orc. Her name was something love. Forget the name now. Something love something was her name. But she shouted. She was running around fighting. It was she's a decent follower. But this guy, he can bite my nuts, man. That little dude, he's not doing anything. Golden Knight my butt. I also don't know when they make mod followers. I don't know how they did the follower. Like I've made mod followers before, but my mod followers are usually I always make them essential, so they're not like falling down on you. And then I usually have a specific theme about them when I make a follower. But I haven't modded this game at all. Not personally modded. My other game, I have my legendary game is the one I modded. Everything else I haven't really. And that's me making individual mods that I made myself. I need to put them on Nexus, my mods that I have made. I'll probably get around that maybe sometime when I get time. It's such a long process though, I'll tell you. It takes forever to make a mod. The one that I got really good that I made was was a horse that I made. I know you're like, why would you make a horse? Well, before they had the, it wasn't before it was because I did it afterwards, but, you know how you get, Arvac, he's like a summonable horse. I did a summonable horse, but, I made him a Palomino because, you know, when you really look at it, the only good horses you used to get in the game were evil horses. You get Shadowmere, which is evil, and then Arvac, which is technically an undead horse. So my good characters, like my paladins and stuff, didn't have anything to ride. They were stuck with, you know, either riding an average horse and possibly getting it killed, or just riding nothing. So I made a horse that's summonable. It's still, you can still find him on Steam. I did publish him on Steam, and I do have some people that follow and use him, so I know he's out there. Probably, I think I got like 1,000 followers for him. But it's basically just a book you find, and you can cast the spell, and you make the horse come up whenever you want to use him. And the one mistake I made is I did make it at 24 hours, that the spell would last for 24 hours. So if you cast it too many times in one day and then fast travel, sometimes you'll show up and there's like 4 horses with you. So, it's pretty funny. I do need to go back and change that, but there's a couple ideas I've got for mods. It's just time, honestly. I do a lot of stuff. I mean, I've got books I write, I got games I'm building. And do I have any of them complete? Not all of them complete. So I've got 4 game books online, but I don't have story books. But I'm writing the stories for the books based on modules that I've decided for each of the games. So I do have stories that are being written. I've just got to put the time in, which I'm going to do probably this year. I'm going to try and put some time in to writing. Right now is when I should be writing. And this is one thing that takes up my time, because I do a video a day, that's 1 hour. And then I do, I try and do one drawing at least a day. And some of the drawings, sometimes the drawing, it depends. If I'm doing just black and white, that's about a 1 to 2 hour process. If I'm doing color, it could be 3 to 4 hours that it may take. So when I get off work, hopefully, usually I have my wife's schedule kind of depends. Right now she works on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. She works till 8 o'clock in the evening. So when I get off at 4:30, I've got about 4 hours that I can get stuff done. So I do get usually a video like this made, or a drawing made. This one I'm doing early because actually I woke up, I couldn't sleep, so it's right now probably about 3 o'clock in the morning. I'd have to look at my camera. I think it's like 3 o'clock in the morning right now. I couldn't sleep, so then I had to make myself sleep. I ate something, I ate a burrito to try and make me sleepy, but then I still couldn't sleep, so I'm like, okay, yeah, can't go to sleep, but we make a video. And here we are 46 minutes later. No, just having a full-time job and then dealing with some issues at work right now. Sometimes it just makes it hard to sit down and write. I need to go back to what I used to do. Is I used to wake up in the morning and I would, when my kids were home, I would write for 1 hour every day. And that actually built up pretty quick. That's how I got my first books done, for game books done, by writing an hour every day. But I really need to go back to doing that, because one thing about selling online, you got to have stuff in the store. Honestly, that's just in my personal opinion. Like one guy said, never sell your first book until you've written the 12th like in a series. In other words, don't promote your first book until you've got it, because nowadays people want stuff right away. You don't want to get George R. R. Martin, where he wrote all the stuff for Game of Thrones, but then he hadn't finished before they started like making the story for movie, TV series, and now he's still not finished. It's like, oh dude, are you gonna ever finish this? And he's out partying. No, he's not gonna finish it. So I don't want to get to that, and I don't think I'm that level of writer, but I do think I have some fun stories and some unique kind of things. Now I did one for Skyrim that was actually pretty lengthy. I've got about 120 pages total. In 3 months, or in 1 month, I wrote about a paragraph each day, or chapter each day, paragraph / chapter, depending on how long it was. Some longer than others, but by the end of that 1 month of doing it, I had like 80,000 words. So I thought that was a good process, and I would like to do more stuff around the Skyrim idea, but I want to be able to change it enough to where I can make money at it. That's not yours, it's mine. Okay, I want to try something here when we ride back. This is a theory I have, is that because I was getting attacked a lot before, and I want to get to there to at least kind of fight before I get to the thing. So I'm going to try ride through. And basically, I don't think, even though the creatures can bump you and knock you down, I don't think they can bump me off my horse. I think they can try to and attack the horse, but I don't think it actually will stop the horse. And while I'm on the horseback, they can't bump me. So as I'm a bigger character still, but they can't really stop me. You know, unless they do so much damage that it kills the horse. Like that Fire Lord back there, he probably could have killed my horse if I stayed around. But if I just keep riding, I should be able to get through without having to fight everybody every 5 seconds. or getting bumped down and flipping around. I'm still kind of I'm still out on if I'm going to keep this style with them bumping me and knocking me down. If I'm going to keep this or not. One thing I could do too, since I'm on horseback, should get my crossbow prepared because I can fight from that horseback if I need to. But if I just ride through, I should be able to get the white run without having too much of a fight. I just don't want to go to the Guardian Stones because that was freaking a nightmare. It's like, what the hell? Them invisible things were shocking the fuck out of me. Oh my gosh, it was crazy. But I think I'm right in my theory that even when this mod is on, they can't really hurt me when I'm on horseback. Or they can't bump me and make me stop. So there's ways to play around it. Now see that guy, he just freaking tried to get my horse, which that's going to make me probably have to fight him. Yeah, he staggered my horse. And I didn't do near enough damage with my crossbow. Of course, I'm not skilled at crossbow anyway. He's still coming after me though. I'll still go to my house and see if I can take what's called from there. Even if I can't take even if I can't get a carriage ride from my house, I still can get a break because I can walk in my house, walk back out, and then that kind of locks down my location. Of course, I can also do that right there. Wait a second. That's also does a quick save, kind of. Those guys, see, they're trying to stun my horse. They sure enough tried, didn't they? If they would have off my horse, I would have fallen off of it. They don't really kill the horse, but there's a certain amount of time that you can't ride it after that happens. Whew. Yeah, he finally shows up. Let's go ahead and get a good night's sleep while I'm here. Pretty much a safe zone as long as you don't make the house real big. Everybody's involved. finally doing something, that freaking idiot. Everything clear. There you go.
Where do you want to go? Well, and back, and we'll be off.
That worked. Got some rest, got a ride. Didn't get killed. I probably will just keep this as a Halloween tradition. I don't know why every time I ride, that dumbass is on the ground. Freaking stupid. Come on, horse, let's get up here. So we might get to fight we're going to fight the dragon because I'm going to go up here and call it. So we'll get that done. Yeah, I never noticed that after the war, this house right here is still damaged. I don't know why I never noticed that. It's still fucked up. That's what I don't like about the Civil War. It fucks up Whiterun. It's like, okay, of all the places you have to fuck up, why Whiterun? Even after you fix the tree, look, still damaged. Why? I don't know why you can't fix what. There's a mod to do it, but it's like really, I gotta have a mod to fix Whiterun? That should have just been like something that happened. And no matter what you do, no matter which side you fight on, they always fuck up Whiterun. The only way to not mess up Whiterun is just don't do the war.
We're ready, Dragonborn. As I promised, my men stand ready. Great. My men know what to do. What's so good about it? I'm putting my city in your hands.
Dumbass is on the ground again. Oh, really? Let me do something real quick.
Still here. So what do you want me to carry?
Because we're going to have people around here. I really don't need him, like, blowing up shit. Well, you fight with normal crap, but you're not running around doing anything crazy, man. Especially you falling down ass.
Oh, me! We're ready.
I called him, so he should be coming. I'm fucking Ben Willing when he gets down here. feel my doom. My right breath. I fucked up a guard already. Gotcha.
You went to a great deal of trouble to put me in this humiliating position. Sir Alduin, no doubt you want to know where to find Alduin. Unikraza, an apt phrase, Alduin Boral. One reason I came to your call was to test your thorn for myself. Many of us have begun to question Alduin's lordship, whether his lure was truly the strongest. Among ourselves, of course, Uni Mae, none were yet ready to openly defy him. Once Lord Croesus, innumerable pardons, I digress. He has traveled to Sovngarde to regain his strength, devouring the Sinistore, the souls of the mortal dead, a privilege he jealously guards. His door to Sovngarde is at Skuldafn, one of his ancient fanes high in the eastern mountains. In Duran ta Okbidore Navarantil, I surely do not need to warn you that all his remaining strength is marshaled there. You lost Ofan Dinlam. Now that I have answered your question, you will allow me to go free? Serve you? No. Need aid. If and when you defeat Alduin, I will reconsider. Roses. There is one detail about Skuldafn I neglected to mention. Many of us have been among ourselves, of course.
I skipped that one thing.
He has trapped his dog in Duran, who lost Ofan Dinlam. Well, only the... Of course, I could fly you there, but not while in prison like this. Only Khan Korav and you can trust freely, and I will carry you to Skuldafn.
I can't be sure about that. You want to let that be off you, or someone else is going to have to help you get him back in there. Before we start essence on surely that simply that no carry on so it's all part of the Dragonborn plan.
the door.
Are you ready to see the world as only Andorra
Okay,
can?
there we go. Hopefully it's close enough yet.
Sarapus,
There we go.
I await your command as promised. Are you ready to see the world as only Andorra can? So break off. I warn you, once you've flown the skies of Kaisal, your envy of the dog will only increase.
Okay, my scarecrow Nyrl the Witch Hunter Mage is now on his way to Skuldafn. Skuldafn. And that's it. I ride there.
As I can take you with all mockery, I will look for your return, or Alduin's.
Okay, well there we have it. There's people to fight, so I'm going to do that next time. Hope you guys enjoyed the channel. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And we'll see you guys next time. Have a good day out here. Bye.